as we're here, game number 1. Winner of this series makes it to Spain, who will join now 7 players. My co-caster MBL is one of them. It's a big deal here. There's like a $6,000 difference between losing today and making it to the event, and that's if you even perform poorly at the event. And I feel like everyone in the qualifier is really good. So I'm going to have Vinch in the yellow. He's Berbers. We have Hearttt playing as the Hindustanis. So thoughts on the matchup, MBL?
This is a pretty interesting matchup, I would say. I mean, usually when you're Berbers, you probably want to play into camel archers. Because your camels can't really match the Hindustani camels. They will get melted. So you can't really play into knights either. Crossbow could be an option, but it's just too far distance on this map. You have to walk all around to get to the enemy. So what I think is Vinch's plan here is to open a few scouts, buy a little bit of time for castage, and then start mining stone once he's clicked up, to then go for camel archer. And then Hearttt will play into camels and boom, and try to mass as many camels as he can. And Winchester had trying to mass as many camels archers as he can. So
okay.
It's pretty even matchup too, because camel archers, they do pretty fine against camels, but once you get Imperial camels, they kind of melt the camel archers.
Yeah, I think it kind of goes back and forth, like you said. Yeah, if it gets to Imp Camel, I don't see what Berbers can do, but that's really expensive and will take a lot of time.
Exactly, so Berbers have to kind of stall, you know, and not stall, but like be aggressive and kind of win mid castle, late castle, try to get a huge advantage and keep pushing.
Vinch is really good with unique units. It's like, I don't know how to describe it, but he just has like a lot of confidence with his micro. So he'll micro with lower numbers of units than most players will, I guess.
Yeah,
and in his series against Classic Pro, he just had so much magic to his micro. But I was thinking about it, and I was like, Vinchester has the magic, but I think Hearttt is probably the better macro player. So like, if Vinch doesn't find the moments today with like really good fights and whatnot, maybe unique units, I think that Hearttt is just super consistent with his macro, and that.
But I think Winchester kind of proved that himself. Like he's been like the 3 TC player lately. Like he always goes in 3 TC, plays pretty well, goes fast Imperial Age, and he does it pretty nicely. He doesn't do 4 town centers a lot. That's just not really his style. But while Hearttt could probably like do 4 TC easily. See, Hearttt is faster up to cast stage. This is kind of normal because he kind of made less scouts, and his Hindustanis have cheaper vills. So yeah, I think it's kind of natural. He also maybe have used the market. I'm not sure. Did he use the market?
He did a little bit, but he just bought 100 food, sold some wood.
Yeah,
so
a little bit. Yeah. I mean, the cast stage time is not significant here.
So as we like get into what seems like it's going to be a light cav war and just boom, how amazing has it been for you to have qualified through the ladder and just watch everybody else go through the stress of this week?
Yeah, it's like I can relate to how Tato and Viper felt during our ladder stress, because that was not fun.
Yeah.
And now like I'm just like, the 2 weeks of the ladder was so stressful for me that I don't think I had more stress in my body to actually manage this week if I had to qualify like this.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, dude, I get it. I mean, I'm really happy for you, because I know how crazy the ladder qualifier was, and it's obviously feel for everybody else, you know, who didn't make it there in the qualifier, but that's also what makes whoever wins today special, is just how much stress this whole thing has been. So
yeah, I feel extra for Yo as well. Like, poor guy, man. I'm so sad for him right now. But,
yeah, I agree. I'm in the same boat.
He does secure a nice prize, honestly. 3,000, not that bad. He doesn't have to fly for 24 hours, which is kind of nice too. But then again, he does miss out on a nice experience.
Yeah. Yo loves lands too. Like, those are big experiences. He's always asking.
Oh, there's a wait. There's a hole in Winchester's wood line here. Oh, that's gonna Hearttt. Oh, nice regrouping. Oh, but Winchester spending 10 business days to react, going to lose maybe 3 villagers here. That's huge for Hearttt. This is not the opening Winchester would have liked.
Yeah, I mean, Heartt's already faster to the TCs. So, is there another
hole? There's another hole there in the woodline.
Yeah, this is huge. Heartt's going to be faster to TCs. He's killed 2 villagers. Winchester still hasn't really gotten any units over here.
And he's forging at bloodlines there.
Man.
That's so comfortable to just pick up Vales with Forging and Bloodlines.
I think he can leave too. Like you could actually just get out of here. You don't need
you
to
can.
stay.
Yeah, you can just run around this. And Hearttt straight on 4 TC boom. Didn't I call it?
Yep.
I called it a little bit.
Yeah.
And Winchester now racing up the castle. Winchester did not want this to happen at all. Like, he wasn't even looking at this woodline. Like, he didn't expect it at all. Heartt's just going in to get the last villager pick here now, and then leaves with 1 scout and keep exploring.
Yikes.
So Hearttt will be insanely ahead in Vales, and there's the point where you're so ahead that you can actually look deep into the game and maybe get into Imperial Camels in this matchup.
Yeah.
But you might see that Hindustani goes for Elite Skirm and normal Camels too. We'll see.
Yeah, I was thinking about that because, like, I guess the risk of going Elite Skirm is that it doesn't have mobility and it's like kind of awkward to afford. Maybe, I don't know, but if you have that big of a lead and the only thing your opponent is doing is Camel Archers, I kind of like just prepping skirms instead of trying camels, which can be picked off when the Camel Archer number gets big enough.
Yeah, and this is a map where you could win by score. You could camp the hills, put the skirmishers on the hills, and if you don't know what winning by score means, the game goes to 1 hour and 15 minutes, and then that one with the highest score wins the game.
Dude, you're such a caster. That has not happened a single time in any game, and you brought it up. That's such a caster move. I really like it.
Yeah, you never know if it's gonna happen. This only happens in Empire Wars, guys, because when Red Bull hosts a tournament, they cannot have one game lasting 3 hours. It just doesn't work with the schedule that they have and stuff like that, so there has to be some sort of timer. Right, T90?
Right, yeah, I think there was in previous Red Bulls, I think there was a game that went
single Red Bull
to score, right? I think there was one, I think Nikov might have been
went
in
to
it.
score against Hera in Red Bull, like 1, 2, 3, I can't remember.
Okay,
you know.
okay.
It's been quite a few incidents where it went to score. It happened more frequently earlier, but I think the maps were kind of like a bit different as well.
Well,
this map is probably the most likely one to go to score win.
What do you think about the meta where players are tossing so much onto berries and like not farming at all? Heartt's farming a little bit, but just give me your thoughts, because like we've seen this be common now. What Hearttt is doing.
Yeah. I mean, there's so much berries here that farming is just not really a thing. You just use the wood for other things, but I also seen other players farm more at the same time, so it's really hard to say. And now he gets into the woodline again, 3 spearmen chasing, but he's gonna pick off a villager. Camels is not really the best raiding unit, but Hindustani Camel, I believe they have faster attack speed.
Yep, attack faster, 2 Vil kills there from Hearttt. Also, he's got enough camels. Oh man, and he gets the Camel Archers. That will be good for Hearttt. The Camel Archers are stuck. This might have been intentional for Vinch, but when armor is in...
smart, in hindsight.
Yeah.
Gets into a choke point there, but the camels are just shredding through those Camel Archer, and Vinch has to retreat, losing 4, 5, 6 Camel Archers. And he's also behind on the villager, getting raided on the woodline. Hearttt is playing like a monster right now. He wants to go to Spain tonight.
Yeah, seriously. He wants to grab a pizza with you and I at some point.
Yeah, the only reason I'm here is because you're buying the pizza. And also gifting me 10 subs, I've heard. That's very generous of you. Thank you so much. Yeah, thank you so
Where
much.
did that come from?
I really do appreciate that. That was very generous of you when you asked me to come join.
Oh, okay. All right, yeah, that's fair. All right, you got me. That's fine. Well, Hearttt is... I wanted to ask you, like, kind of before the series started, I was curious on if you talked to him at all on, like, his mindset, or if he's nervous. Obviously, there's going to be nerves for everybody, but...
I think he's kind of like, I'm going to be nervous first game, but then I'm going to be calm the rest of the set.
Yeah.
Kind of guy, you know? And look at him, man. 98 Vils to 63. 5 TC, and Vinch calls it GG.
Yeah, it's over. It's over. I mean, listen,
Holy moly.
My thinking was, once 6 villagers were killed, I thought this is going to be tough for Vinchester now. He has to get good engagements with his Camel Archers, and his group of Camel Archers got completely wiped. And then he's losing more Vils. So yeah, I mean, he's 35 Vils behind.
He's so frustrated with those camels in his woodline too. Like, he's probably so annoyed. And like, this is not the start Vinchester wants. This is the start Hearttt really wanted. And I think that Vinchester is not going to give Hearttt the comfort of getting more comfortable into the game. So he's just going to call it early, you know? Because if he keeps playing, then Heartt's gonna get like really warmed up. You know what I mean?
Really? I didn't think about it that way. Okay.
Yeah, I think Vinch just calls it early, and let's just go next. You know, I don't think he wants to put Heartt more in a comfort zone.
Okay, that's fair. Well, we're in game number 2 now, and we've got Vinchester playing as the Armenians, and then Heartt playing as the Vikings. Heartt also drops a have fun 5 seconds into the actual game.
I think that's from the. Actually, that's in the game, yeah.
Yeah, he dropped a have fun after an Empire Wars game
maybe I think that could be Vinchester typing GLHF before the game started.
Oh.
Heartt didn't type anything, so he just felt like he had to type something.
Yeah, so, all right. I like it. Yeah. Well, Archer range opening here for Vinch. We're going to have a stable opening here from Heartt. This eventually just turns into a big old water battle when Vikings are involved, right?
Yeah, and also Armenians, right? This is like something I've seen on ladder a lot of times. Vikings kind of have the early advantage, but Armenians can definitely come back with some good aggression. The thing is that Heartt is opening scouts, which I really like, and I think he might follow this up with an arch range and play a bit aggressive with land units, which is super good because then he can nice arch range follow up right away, and then he can just like take the water afterwards while Vinchester is straight on the water.
Yeah,
Vinch might put some aggression on the land.
Vinch might be thinking that maybe it's going to be galley opening right now for Heartt, and so he's going to mix in a fire, which could be strong.
I think I can see some stress from Vinchester. Look how he's walling on the right side. 2 villagers punching those palisades down. 1 on the south, 1 in the he's walling like Heartt was about to enter his base. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think it's good to be walled, but the point you bring up is nice because he knows that Heartt is currently in the middle, right? So with that knowledge, could maybe just take your time a little bit more. But this is Heartt we're talking about, and I think Heartt is a really good player with these types of timings. And what do you know? Picks off an archer, is actually going to get into Vinch's base anyways. Oh no, Vinchester.
I was gonna follow up on something important. When you're walling like this, and there's a lot of things happening with the fight, you're gonna have a lot of idle villagers where you're walling. And look at Vinchester. It's a walling idle villager on the south. He had a villager near the gold idle, so there's a lot of stress from him. And Heartt is just kind of chilling, walling slowly. And I feel like Heartt's just playing really nicely here.
I love this.
Control at the moment.
I mean, so MBL, we both probably watch a lot of Heartt games, right? I watch Heartt play. He goes RB first, walls later. And he does a great job. And then it's like he'll get the walls down at the perfect time. I feel like if other players try that, they just get punished when they're not walled, right? Because maybe their micro's not as good. But this is like well calculated, as you said. Even like small details. I guess he has some idols on his gold, and he's not trying to have one, but he doesn't have too much gold floating or anything. So
what happened there?
Hey, he'll fix it. It's fine.
Yeah.
And Vinch's land army of like spears, archers is unlikely to accomplish much if Heartt has his skirms in position. They're not in position though. He's kind of moved forward with them right now.
Yeah, what I didn't like from Heartt was that he didn't move onto a dock early. Like, I would like to see, like, right after the arch range, he moved onto the dock and took the shorefish. Look at Vinchester taking the shorefish. He's getting a lot of food from that.
Okay.
And also, like, he's catching up to Heartt's economy when it comes to getting up to Castle Station. Look at the resource collected, quite even. And that shouldn't be a thing when you have 3 wheelbarrows, should it?
Yeah, maybe. I mean, you do have Armenians.
Mule carts.
Armenian mule carts are more efficient, though. So.
Yeah.
What do you think about Heartt, like, sneaking a dock to go, like, 2 docks and going longboats in Castle Age?
I mean, does he have to sneak it? Can't he just put it in the front?
Yeah, maybe. There's a galley there.
A little bit offside.
Yeah.
There's 1 galley. But yeah, if he's occupied, sneaking docks obviously makes sense. And I think that's what he's going for with those 2 villagers. He's gonna put 2 docks on the left-hand side of the map. And those kind of things can catch people pretty off guard. I of course have played lots of ranked games, and I played Golden Stream quite a lot of times. And this happened to me once where I thought I had the water. And I was like, oh shit, I forgot about the side. And then I sent something to the side, and there's like 3 docks there with galleys in it. And then it catches me off guard on the water.
Yeah,
of course this shouldn't happen right now with all the experience that they have. But it's kind of easy to like forget about in the heat of the moment, especially when Vinchester is getting so heavily attacked on the land by these scouts and skirms. So we'll see.
Vinch is... He's going to have to clear up this little army at his base at some point, but he's been really patient. He's pulled back the weak vills with the repairs. He actually added stables.
There's not a hole there, is it?
I don't think there is. It looks like there could be, but I think if you click the palisades, you could see the white boxes connect. So, yeah, nice patience from Vinch. He's going to...
I like that he's adding scouts here, too.
Yeah, really nice. Especially because you're Armenians, you might want to stag more relics. Map control, scouting, all that's important. But the docks for Hearttt, that's going to be longboats.
Hearttt doesn't care about this army, right? Just there to have some presence. He cares about getting the water now and has 2 sneaky docks. And Winchester has no idea that those docks are there. And I really would love to see Vinch just sending a galley to the side, but he hasn't done it. And this is going to catch him heavily off guard. He thinks he has the middle, thinks he's chilling, but then Hearttt comes in with the longboats now. And 20 seconds behind to cast stage is Winchester. Hearttt forgot about double bit though. You see him having horse color. What's up?
No, I saw no double bit and I got really upset.
Bro, that is the biggest overreaction ever. I was like, is he losing every army? What's happening?
It's a big deal, bro. So yeah, longboats out of the sneaky docks. Vinch doesn't know about that. Vinch is going to drop a second TC at home and a monastery in the middle, which is great. You get the free relic with Armenians just by building the fortified church, and then you could just snag the other one. But the TC and the monastery could be very exposed if the longboat mass
exactly, and the longboats are on the way now. I think Winchester just completely forgot about the side, honestly. He just did the mistake that I did one time.
Yeah.
And he just doesn't realize that these longboats might come in. And now we're gonna see him suddenly like panic docking, I think.
Yeah. And do you go galleys here, or do you try and go fires if you're Vinch?
Galleys. You already teched into Bodkin arrow because we have crossbows.
Yeah.
Just go... And fire galleys are completely terrible against longbows.
Okay.
So you have to go galleys. And... yeah, this is looking rough for Vinch, losing his mass now, and Heartt's taking control. I think Heartt's really comfortable. Like, middle doesn't matter this early on, right? You want to just have the water control, and then you can just surround him in the middle. And then you can take the middle yourself. And I think Winchester is not feeling comfortable at this point at all.
Yeah, he is yet to... like, Hearttt has not allowed him. I'm going to give Hearttt the credit here. Hearttt has not allowed him to have a comfortable series so far, right? Like, the scouts getting in, like, things didn't go according to plan. And now here, he killed the Ville early, and now the longboats. It's just like... MBL, you've probably been there where it feels like you end a series after losing, and you're just like, I never got to play my game, right? It just never started to click for me, and if Hearttt can keep this up, dude, I mean, 2 early wins in a best of 7 is got to be huge for his confidence.
Yeah. Like, then you're like wishing you could go back in time and do things differently, but it's too late, you know.
Yep.
All those things, and I think Winchester feeling kind of hopeless right now. His church is going down in the middle. His church can't even reach the longboats with his range.
Yep.
He can't really make towers. He's not on a stone, and now he's trying to take into War Galley. But Hearttt is just gonna constantly produce these longboats as soon as he sees that Vinch is getting some flags on these docks.
So this is where, having covered Hearttt games for a long time, this is where I think he's improved. He's already found a great position here. This map is so dominated by water. You just gotta find that next step to finish off this game, and it feels like could be a third TC. I'd love to see the third TC. I think is planning about a castle though, which also could be really strong if he gets it up.
Castle towards middle is sick. He has the protection from the longboats, and Winchester doesn't have the mass to try to push it back. So castle would be great, and then he can just push early imp. Yep. And the thing is that Hearttt this week has prepared a lot. He's really well prepared, played a lot of sets. He even played warm-up games before he started. Like, he's in the zone, and he's so ready to win this set, man. I can't stress that enough how prepared he is right now. So it's looking really good. Yeah, and alt demos. Ooh. Demos. 2 really good demos there from Winchester, but is it good enough, MBL? It feels like the longboats are still so strong here. It's not good enough to kill it, but it was definitely good enough to take down the numbers and give himself a single chance to come back on the water. But Hearttt now is having enough stone to prepare for the castle, and most likely will send some forward wills to do it right now as soon as he wins the water, and feels comfortable enough to send it. Does he feel comfortable right now to send it with those numbers he has? I think so. I think he will, but first he adds a TC. It takes a little bit of time to think about it. Yeah, I mean,
you get the castle up in the middle, and then even if Vinchester starts to get more galley numbers than you, he can't fight you because the castle just fully protects the area. So,
so
Heartt's
the play
playing it
from
perfect.
Vinch here is to do what he's doing. He's getting some demos in the docks, and he's debating Heartt to come back a little bit closer towards the dock and then send out demos. I think that's a very nice play, but I think he's lost too much initially for this to work. And I honestly, like I said in the beginning, I think he just completely forgot about the side here.
Yeah, I think what's nice for Vinch is he has 4 relics. He needs to maybe consider trying to get those relics away from the middle right now. So if he can get 4 back at home, maybe then
but
he could lose the
so
middle.
what does relics really do when he loses the middle and Heartt has access to a gazillion gold in the middle?
Yeah,
you know
you're
what
right.
I mean?
I mean, for me, it gives me another reason to play on. It gives me some level of confidence when things are going wrong to say, you know, maybe I'm ahead in this way.
Yeah,
But you're
of course-
absolutely right. Having the gold is
Of course,
key.
the relics are good now, though, because it ticks in some gold for him. It helps him to go towards the Imperial Age, can buy a little bit of food. But Heartt, being the Vikings, free handcard, already soon clicking up, preparing a castle in the middle now, going to put it straight on Winchester face. Winchester will have to run about 12 villagers away from the center
Yep.
to try to, like, recover. And Heartt is on the
Vinch?
way to Imperial, man.
Vinch might, if he sees this, buy 400 stone and drop a zone immediately. It could get really interesting.
Yeah, but then the longbows will clean the veils. We'll see, we'll see. What
Let's
does he
see.
do? No, he doesn't buy.
I'm going to say he just now noticed it. And
Did he notice? Let me see Fog of War.
Yeah, he could see the foundation. And he moved Vils from there, so I think he knows. He
He's not
may
gonna
castle
buy
to the
his-
right of the island here. That would make sense. Is he going to try and demo the Vils right now?
No.
Yeah, he is.
No. No way.
Yeah, he is.
No way.
Yeah, he is, dude.
No.
Yeah, he is.
Is that
Vinch,
demo
go! Go!
Go! Go, Vinch!
Oh,
No.
dude, that would have actually hit. If he kept moving, that would have actually hit and killed all the villagers.
Oh, that's unfortunate. Vinch
Oh.
is not on top of his game, it seems.
Oh, man. What I love about this, and you have to like play so good to get to this point, but Heartt actually was already at 90 seconds away from Imp when he built that castle. Usually players will build the castle and then they click up to Imp.
Yeah.
So Vinch
And
might
Winchester was missing an Imperial building, and Heartt is just cleaning up every single galley here. Winchester is now responding with his own castle. He's almost 2,000 score behind, and this is so demoralizing. You're almost 2,000 score behind, you have no water control, and your opponent's up to Imp 2 minutes ahead of you.
Yeah.
I think we might see the GG call right when Heartt's picking Imp here.
Yeah. I mean, Heartt's just been all over him today. There's no other way to say it. It has been all Heartt so far. And Vinchester
Really underwhelming performance by Winchester so far, and GG has been called. This is not ACM playing. He's not going to keep going. He just calls it when he thinks it's over.
Yeah.
And Heartt 2-0 up in this set. Man, go Heartt, man. Holy shit.
He's playing so good, dude. I mean, there were just so many difference. There was a bit of a difference in confidence in how they opened there. Heartt didn't freak out, didn't go for the crazy walls. He got some nice early kills with the army. Winchester eventually got his walls down, and then to your point, he didn't expect the sneak docks. Now, you played a bunch of games. I'd expect you to have those experiences. I haven't like covered as many games as you have played on this or anything. My experiences are way lower. And I called it out, right? And I'm just a caster. So I feel like for Vinch, that is something he probably should have at this point thought of.
He should have seen this.
Yeah.
He should have seen this coming. And
Yeah,
it's crazy to me that in the final for a qualifier that he didn't go check it. After playing so many ladder games and so many practice games,
Yeah.
he forgot about this side like this.
Yeah, I agree. And
It just looked like it came as a huge surprise to him that suddenly Heartt had longbows.
yeah, because he immediately made decisions he clearly wasn't planning on after the war galleys came in. The second dog came up in a panic. You know, the Bodkin arrow upgrade came out, I think, around that time.
What did the crossbows do for Vinch? Like,
Nothing.
absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
Right?
And there was a
I
point
think
where
Vinch has done really poor decisions so far. And, well, obviously, first game, you can say the whole really screwed up his plan. But this game, he just seemed really overwhelmed. I don't know.
overwhelmed. Yeah, overwhelmed. I think it could be a combination of the moment and a combination of how good Heartt is playing. And I think sometimes those two things influence your decisions. And then
Yeah.
it could even hurt. Like, it would hurt me more if that happened. And I'd like, man, I should have known about the sneak docks. What am I doing? I should have known about that, you know? So,
Oh, yeah.
we'll see. I've seen Vinchester have slow starts before. And then I've seen him turn it around. So these games have almost been so brutal that hopefully they're just out of the mind already. And he's just back in the next game. So,
yeah.
All right, so
let's see how they open here.
Vinch is going to need to get a win here, right? Hearttt is feeling he's in dreamland right now, but the job's not finished, and Scout opening to start here.
Yeah. Scout opening, kind of common for Hans. They usually go for scouts into an archer play in a normal map, and in Empire Wars 2 it's quite common to see. Could be also double scout play, full scout, but that's not really good because your opponent will have spears. Look at Vinchester though, idling both of his villagers after building the stable. So sloppy here.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Crazy idle time, losing
also
a lot of
misclicked his shift Q.
Yeah,
misclicked his shift Q on the sheep. Vinch
a lot of bills idle under the TC for
yeah.
a lot of seconds. 10 seconds already. Okay, 11 seconds idle with 7 villagers.
Yeah,
it's a lot of resources down the drain on a super aggressive opening here. He's really struggling to get this moment going. Like, I think he's kind of like, is he choking a bit here? I'm not sure.
No,
like,
I mean,
maybe he's stressed.
I mean, at least that makes Vinch look a little bit more human. Like, I have days like that all the time, you know. And when the pressure's on, the misclicks happen, and it can snowball on you. So, Vinch needs momentum, like you said. I think he needs some things to go well. This fight's okay at the start, and hopefully then he can start to find his groove. So that could be, if Vinch could get warmed up, so to speak, then maybe those things don't happen. Maybe he starts to flow a little bit. Maybe it's clear to us that Vinch just hasn't been the best version of Vinch so far.
So far not, yeah. He just needs to get things going for himself and maybe take a good fight here and there. Is Hearttt gonna quick wall? Is quick walling those scouts, getting some free hits. Hearttt now with more scout numbers, chasing Vinchester away. Vinchester needs to go back and finds room for himself to build some more farms and economy, while Hearttt, while chasing Vinchester away, walling up nicely on the side. This could give him an opportunity to actually go full aggro on Vinchester, who is now building a market. T9 is building a market, and if Hearttt chooses full aggression now, this market can get punished because Vinchester wants to rush Castle Age, and he wants to go Cav Archers as fast as he can.
I'm not certain on that yet, because when I saw Doubt play a Hun War, he used the market to just get more scouts and to get those upgrades in a bit faster. So let's see. But Forging isn't even in for Hearttt, and that looked like an okay fight for him. But it's just 2-2 on the KD right now.
Yeah, great fight for Hearttt. Vinchester now bringing in a spearman, but Vinchester has the defender advantage. I don't believe this is a full feudal aggression. Like, of course, the market can get used to get full feudal army. Yeah. But Vinchester's brain is working like he wants to get to Castle.
Yeah,
he's making some more scouts now. He's looking for it. But if he can't get his walls down, he has to switch. He has to switch into a full-on feudal aggression. But let's see. Hearttt? What? Yeah.
I was just going to say, Vinchester is walling to the edge where Hearttt has a transport ship. So Hearttt could actually transport around.
Why is Vinchester leaving? That's so risky. Hearttt chooses to go back though. Actually, this is something I found kind of like a nice thing to do against Hearttt, because he always, when he is on aggression and you send something to his base, he always sends his full aggression back home. So if you want to get rid of the aggression, send something to Heartt's base. That's something I've learned. And now Vinchester is up, while Hearttt is overreacting into his
Hearttt made
upgrades. Also made a militia! Disaster! And also, we'll see what happens now. You know, there's transports on the side. In ranked games, we always walled to the edge of the map on the right side where we didn't have transport. And we all walled to the river where we had a transport.
Yeah.
Hearttt also now made a fire ship to get rid of this transfer ship, which is a real Hera move, if you ask me. So probably practice a bit with Hera. Oh, T90.
The militia might help. The transport ship. Block.
Yeah, but he will just... He's okay. And also, this is bad for Hearttt, because now this transport ship is a free kind of pathing to his base. And he could get out and snipe a few vills there.
Yeah.
What is he gonna do? Let's see. Yeah, he's gonna snipe some vills on the left side. Does he have forging? No forging. Maybe snipes a villager? Did he get one? I don't see anything. No, he didn't get a single villager.
Yikes!
Okay.
Yikes!
That's a little bit yikes. But advantage Winchester when it comes to castle time, and he's preparing Archranges for a Cav Archer spam. And trust me, I've seen Winchester do this in a rank game that I played against him. I won it, obviously, because I'm insane. But he did mark it in a Han War after some scouts and full CA, 1 TC.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, he loves his 1 TC plays. The Camel Archers, I was expecting something similar game 1, but he just never got going in that game.
Yeah.
I think Hearttt, it's interesting. He doesn't know there's a dock from Vinch, but he just, I think, has forgotten about his transport ship.
I love how the transport is on the opposite side. And Winchester sends the fire back for some reason. It was a bit weird, but Hearttt now knocking on Winchester's door with insanely good upgrades on his scouts.
And a militia.
Forging an armor and bloodlines. And he's getting in. Is he getting in?
I guess not. Cav Archers are going to be here, plus some spears for Vinch.
He was open, but Hearttt didn't try to go in, yeah.
Hearttt maybe stonewalling. Hearttt worried, and he's going to stonewall back at home.
But the Cav Archer, and he goes back and lets all the scouts in. Is this the right play? No. He was in the Cav Archers, and now they're kind of stuck. Oh, God.
Dude, are you seeing the nerves here for these two right now? I'm seeing tons of nerves in this one.
Stonewalls for Hearttt on the right side, by the way.
Yeah,
Crazy.
I like that. That's a good move. If you think your opponent's all-inning you, it's not a bad move. The thing that kind of hurts is he doesn't have enough stone for a second TC. So, like...
He spends 3 villagers on walling.
Yeah.
Like, Winchester started his CA production super early and will have more numbers. Upgrades will matter now, so it's about who gets their ballistic first, who gets their thumbering first, armor, everything. Like, these guys are playing 1 town center, all in Cav Archers. In this moment, you can also go for elite skirms and 3 TC boom, but none of these guys have stone for town center right now. Look at Heartt's lumber camp T90 on the left side.
It's so brutal.
7 villagers walking in circles, not finding wood. 1 went to stone because he didn't know what to do.
Yeah.
And now we have some interesting battle. This could snowball heavily for Winchester. Let's see what's going to happen here.
Yeah, Hearttt has bloodlines. Heartt's getting armor. Heartt's getting ballistics. Vinch has bloodlines, no ballistics on the way, but Vinch has 1 more Cav Archer. That will change. Nice fight for Hearttt. The Knights don't really matter
Cav
at this
Archers
point.
idle on the left side. Ballistic's gonna be huge there. I think Winchester's gonna take into it now. Yes, going for the university. And
oh my god, the wood though. Where's he gonna get the wood?
Look at their economies, they're collapsing. Look at farms under their both TCs T90. They didn't have horse color farming up, which is completely natural in an Empire War game. And now their farms are collapsing because they're spending all their wood into Cav Archers. They don't need food anymore, they just need wood and gold. This is all in Cav Archer. YOLO play from both players, and they're not gonna get armor, they're not gonna get numbering. This is gonna be only Cav Archers and ballistics.
And both players are like, oh my god, my eco looks horrible, I need to kill him fast.
Yeah.
They don't know how bad the other guy's eco is. They can only go off of score, really, and try and get some guesses there.
Ooh, but Winchester goes for a TC on the... but he places it the worst possible spot he could ever place this TC tonight. Like on 5 wood, 6. Instead of placing it on the gold, the deer, and the wood on the more right side.
Well, he didn't have scouting, right? I guess he just saw
he just
wood
rushed it.
and
He
just
rushed
placed
it,
it.
man.
Oh. Still no ballistics for upgrade for him, by the way.
Ooh.
But if he can get away with delaying that...
Hearttt is sending Cav Archer and will spot this TC, which means Hearttt is gonna know that, okay, I'm actually gonna be a bit down on this eco. Will this change Heartt's approach in this game? Will he start going more aggressive? Will he start adding town centers himself? What will Hearttt do when he spots this town center?
This is intense. This is really intense. TC goes up. Hearttt definitely knows about it now because he runs away. Vinch, I guess he could still just place a lumber camp here, and his wood eco is way better than Heartt's is, and that's fine. Vinch has ballistics. Vinch is open on the left, too, by the way, which I think is a pretty big deal. The fact that Hearttt could always run through there is going to be something that he's going to have to respect.
It's annoying for sure, but Winchester's sending everything there to clear it up, and I think he's gonna re-wall it, so that Hearttt just can't run straight. But look how annoying Hearttt is, sending the fire ship to the corner, and he cannot get chased. Like, because if Winchester chases this, these Cav Archers will come in, and now they're gonna meet each other in the middle. Who's gonna have the better fight here, T90?
Yeah, it looks really close. I think Winchester has slightly more numbers here. They have the same upgrades. Vinch also seems to be dancing a little bit more in front at times.
But is he overdancing?
I don't know. Is that it? Can you overdance?
He could overdance.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. We'll have to... What classifies as an overdance?
like dancing so much that it's not getting hits in. You know what I mean?
Okay.
But
Is
now
that
he's just
what?
camping the hill and getting 3 TC up. This is like T90. This is like Winchester playing for the eco now. But look at his lumber camp in his own base. He needs a helicopter to take this wood line. Soon he needs to relocate, or else he's going to be struggling. Now he's also expanding on the right side though. But meanwhile, let's see the army count. 25, 24. Super even right now. Holy moly.
Is really good. I mean, eco aside, and that's looking really good for Vinchester. For me, it does come down to the cav archers, right? If you have a 10 villager lead, 15 villager lead, but you lose the cav archer numbers, you're going to see that lead disappear pretty quickly. So Heartt's getting armor now, which I think does play a fairly decent role.
Yeah, it's great. It's great, yeah.
And so we'll see. I mean, but neither player wants to leave their hill right now, it seems.
Yeah, and how do they fight that hill, you know? Like they can't push each other. Even though he has armor, he can't fight uphill. Fighting downhill is 25% less damage, and he receives 25% more damage. That's more than +2 armor. But now he's going in for it. Fights downhill, loses 2 courages for free, and this is why you don't want to fight on hill. So what you need to fight this hill right now is to add siege, get some mangonels, and then try to pressure up the hill. But then the opponent can add siege himself and sit on the hill with mangonels.
Yep.
Which is even harder.
Yeah, and so, you know, back and forth, pretty close fights in the middle. Winchester, because of these hills and because of the good numbers there, he's got more, he's held, and Vinch is going to peel off some CA to the left. Now, this is a nice move, but Hearttt, his town center was placed perfectly, so I don't know if Hearttt will take too many losses there if he notices.
It's just an annoyance, and maybe just like force reaction, and then try to do something in the middle. But I think Winchester is feeling really comfortable with his economy right now. He has 3 TC, has Bowsaw. Hearttt doesn't even have Bowsaw, but he has Wheelbarrow though. But Bowsaw is kind of huge in this one, and I think Hearttt is just neglecting it because of lack of economy. He wants to keep his TCs rolling. And 3 TC is just gonna be huge here, while he's adding more ranges, more CA. This is looking super good for Winchester. And do you know what they're gonna do in Imp T90?
Tarkins.
Exactly, Tarkins is the meta now.
Dude, I'm so excited. I mean, it's rare we see Tarkins, but I think the best time for Tarkins is probably in a Hun War when there's so many cav archers like this. On that note, Vinch has a quarter of his eco on stone right now, so he's going to have a castle really soon. But with the way Vinch likes to play, I could easily see this being... it's going to be a safe castle, but I could see with that much on stone, he's going to have quite a few castles pretty soon.
I think, a middle castle is quite nice. You can take the middle relic, you have the center control, you can't really get pushed. But now we're gonna see something crazy here tonight. Hearttt is sending every army he has to try to defend on the left side. Winchester army is split up here, but he has some hill control on the right side, trying to catch the army that Hearttt is sending to counter his army.
Yep.
And now, left side, Hearttt gets a lot of hits on Winchester's army. But on the right side, Hearttt gets a lot of hits. Hey, Vinch gets a lot...
I know what you meant. I know what you meant, MVL. I know. I also relate to that right there. Sometimes when the games are happening, it's hard to pull your words together here. Just like it's hard for Hearttt to get his CA together right now. Holy crap.
This is crazy though. Like, look at Winchester's army in the middle. Like, this is a sandwich on Heartt's army, and now Hearttt is in big trouble because Winchester is on both sides, dancing with the army on the front, hitting with the army in the south, but Hearttt has the hill. Now Winchester goes to the hill. This is crazy. Who's winning this fight tonight?
I'm going to thank Capture Age for this, because I'm going to say Vinch just because it's super close. The important thing is Vinch can get his castle up. That's the key. So he'll have that at home. The important thing is that
armor is in, though. Armor is in.
True.
Winchester is 14 vills ahead, though, but he can't afford to lose the battle. Full cav archer production in the queue, though, while Hearttt is struggling to maintain his own cav archer production. 6 gold in the bank for Hearttt. And oh my god, is this a crazy intense game. I think Winchester, if he's bald enough, could go for 4th town center and put 1 extra town center on the right side.
Look at Winchester's stone count right now. He's gonna build build his next castle on the left. Go for a castle drop.
That's crazy. But does he have enough army to... No, he has to abort. This is not a good plan. He doesn't have enough cav archers to sustain this. Going for elite skirmishers though, but has to wait. Don't go for this yet, Winchester. You don't have enough CA. Well, you have 20 CA against 17.
He's thinking
you're
about
low
it.
HP.
He's thinking about
it. Maybe add some Tarkins just to tank some arrows. But Hearttt, making outposts exactly where Winchester wanted to put the castle. Look at Heartt's, kind of like game sense here.
Yeah, he's also checking
something might be up.
On the CA on the right, he's trying to see if there's going to be any movement and if he can catch Vinch's eco out at all. Vinch also has an outpost on the right, so he should know if anything happens there. And there's the army. There's the army.
They both teched elite skirms at the same time here. And both are coming forward. Hearttt running into the castle, taking a lot of hits. One cavalry goes down, and one taking a big hit. Two cavalries down, and a skirm taking another hit. Winchester forward with the castle. This is insane tonight. Who's going to win this battle?
Hearttt has to take the castle, right? Like, how do you stop this?
He has to take the castle, but how does he push uphill? Uphill is 25% more.
Yeah.
Cannot.
He can't. It's too many vills from Vinch. I mean, this is all so good for Winchester, who has enough stone for a third castle, by the way. Hearttt doesn't even have one, so this is a crazy position. Hearttt was not expecting this, and Winchester finally, like, getting into a groove here in this series.
Yeah, it looks like he's into it now and sending Tarkins to deal with the 4 cavalries from Hearttt on the right side of the map. Going for the third castle on Heartt's Island there on the left side. That's crazy.
Yeah. Also, I love how, like, from Vinch's position, he doesn't actually need a lot of army in Castle Age now, because with these castles up, he's fully well, not fully protected in the middle, but as far as Heartt's concerned, Hearttt can't attack in the middle, Hearttt can't attack the left side, and the right side's kind of tough too because there's TCs there. So this is well played from Vinch.
Winchester has access to Tarkins, while Hearttt hasn't even built his first castle yet. Hearttt is knowing that, okay, 3 castles is coming up, Tarkins out on the field, Imperial Age is gonna come in soon.
Yeah.
So he's getting stressed up right now. Like, he knows that Winchester will be having the upper hand in the Tarkin production, and he knows that Imperial Age is really a must. But having 2 castles on your economy is gonna delay your Tarkin production so much. Winchester clicking up to the Imperial Age now, and has a huge advantage to Hearttt. This is crazy.
Yeah, and a huge advantage, and it's not an issue for him that there's cav archers for Hearttt. I mean, maybe. If the CA from Hearttt can find the wood line, and they keep moving in here, they could get some snipes. But
even if he finds the wood line, it's 123 vills from Winchester. He has Tarkins on the in the production. Or, yeah, it's getting Tarkins now. And he's getting armor on them, which could go clear those cavalries right away. And the skirms that Hearttt made earlier, they have no value here right now.
Would you go for the Marauders tech so you could produce Tarkins from stables here if you're Vinch?
With 3 castles, maybe not. Usually I do.
Okay.
But it's kind of debatable. I'm not sure, actually. I'm really not sure.
Because I think it's like 600 resources, so it's not the cheapest, but I mean, he's got 130 vills. I feel like
it's
if you could use... 300
wood and 300 gold, I think.
Yeah, like if you could use the castles for Trebs and then the stables for Tarkin production, I think that's probably ideal. But I could kind of see either.
But how about just spending that wood into farms right now? Because you need a lot of farms to spend these Tarkins.
Yeah.
And then do Marauders later.
Yeah, that's true. Well, there's Marauders now for Hearttt. Makes sense for Hearttt because he doesn't have the castles, but uh-oh. Uh-oh, the Tarkins are here.
Oh no, but quick walls. Those skirms are gonna go down for sure. Hearttt is now having to quick wall everything. Cavalries are on the way. Maybe they can go in and stop the castle, but Winchester's not really focusing to click there for some reason.
The gate goes down.
Oh, now he's focusing cavalries there. Now he actually realizes there's a hope to stop this castle, and Hearttt has no eco to match the production of Winchester.
Yeah, and
once Winchester hits Impair, I think Hearttt might be ready to call it. We will see what he does.
First time
40 seconds away from him.
Yeah, this would be the first time he's been overrun today. So with Vinch, he was very happy to call it early compared to, you know, maybe players from our first series.
Damn it.
And yeah, I mean, he's
gonna play this really. I don't know. Did he play it well? I think a lot of players like. If I was playing against Winchester here, I would have an archer range so much faster than what Hearttt did, and push with archers and scouts in Feudal Age.
Well, I guess that's why you already qualified, and you weren't in the last chance qualifier.
I don't know about that.
Elite Tarkin on the way.
Tarkins now.
Elite Tarkin on the way, and yeah, Heartt's gonna try, thinking maybe if Vinch makes a mistake somewhere, I could do this.
Once he sees Elite Tarkins,
yeah,
he's gonna call it. He has 100 food, 100 gold.
MBL, does something feel unnatural about the Tarkins? Like when you see a big group of Tarkins fight another big group of Tarkins, is something missing?
Sound?
Yeah. I was just curious in your opinion there, that's all. I just wanted to
Okay.
bring it up because, you know, one of these
Yeah.
days, it's been 5 years. One of these days, the Tarkans will get their thump, you know?
Yeah.
The iconic thump. But man, Vinchester with a thump on Heartt. That's the Vinch we wanted. I know you're right. It was maybe messy. I think for Heartt, he will be kicking himself that maybe he reacted as much to Vinch when Vinch counterattacked because Vinch was very greedy. But
Yeah.
Vinch just needed a win on the board. He needed his confidence back, and this is looking a whole lot better and very winnable for Vinchester.
Crazy stuff. I think this was a game for Heartt, honestly. Like with the start, look at like Vinchester had so many idols, and where did it actually go wrong for Heartt? Was it just later up to Castle Age that did it? Was it like his eco collapsing?
I think, and you called it out. I'm going to go back real quick. I think there was a moment where Heartt had the army advantage if he just kept going to Vinch's base. And Vinch is like, dude, back at 5 minutes, Vinch has one spear. His base is wide open. If Heartt continues into his base, Heartt kills tons of vills. But Heartt didn't see Vinch, so he doesn't go in. Instead, he's like, oh, God, I'm exposed. Vinch is going to hit me, and he goes home. And I think that was where Vinchester got his lead because Heartt took damage, and then Heartt didn't continue to go forward to Vinch's base. It gave Vinch time to wall, and then in Castle Age, Vinchester kind of got his groove going. So that was probably the moment. If I had to pick one, but also like pretty ballsy from Vinchester to just leave his base there. Heartt was next to his palisade walls, and he just left. And it worked.
Yeah, that's crazy. There's so many moments that both of players had chance, but I think Heartt had most chances to do damage, but he didn't.
Yeah.
All right, let's go into the next game. Karst T90 Bohemians for Vinch. Last, dude, he's so ballsy. He's down 2-1 in a final like that, and he goes for his last pick against Heartt, going for Lithuanians. Is it third pick? Something like that?
Yeah, Heartt's Lithuanian second pick. Yeah.
Oh my god! So if Vinchester if Vinchester wins this game, he's kind of chilling with the saves. At least his first picks, you know. Aztecs, Maggers left, and Heartt has to like improvise.
I remember watching Vinchester play with Bohemians a lot in some of the ranked games, and he'll aim to wall up, and he'll either take advantage of chemistry in Castle Age, which could be really good, or he'll just turtle and then play towards like the early imp. So this is a map that's easier to wall than most. It's way less messy than the others. So I think, you know, Heartt is going to want to be aggressive and stop the walls, but if Vinch gets the walls down, this could be really tricky for Heartt to deal with.
Yeah, for those who plays random map, this map kind of is very similar to Runestones.
Yeah.
It's quite like Arabia, but with more wood lines, easier to wall. But it also has a lot of extra resources scattered around the map, hiding behind some crazy rocks for some reason. But it's just a very, very easy map to wall. And Vinchester chooses the aggressive strat with the archers here and spearmen forward against the scout opening. But Heartt will see the archers and prepare skirms immediately, and will have the scout skirm against the Archer Spear, which should be better for Heartt.
I'm not the biggest fan of how Heartt's approach with his early scout opening was to go to Vinchester's base, but was to chase that starting scout. He chased that with 2 scouts for a while, and now
he gets a free hit.
He doesn't know the opening of Vinch at all. Now, this is sloppy. You should never have that archer out there. That's going to be a dead archer for Vinch potentially, but...
I think that Vinch wanted to protect that with the right-hand spearman who just got a poke in, but Heartt's taking a lot of pokes on his scouts, though.
Yeah.
And he's trying to get the arch range up fast, but he might lose a villager in the process. Yeah, gets the saving here.
So maybe Heartt didn't expect aggression. The aggression comes in, and things get pretty messy. I'm seeing the same energy as the previous game, though. I'm seeing the moment get to both of these players, which is, of course, completely expected.
I think so, too. Yeah, I think it's just messy. You know, their brains are on fire right now. It's so much at stake. 2-1. Vinchester's trying to push Heartt. Heartt's trying to defend. He knows the drill. He knows how to do it. It's just getting a little bit hot right now for him.
Yeah.
But I think he's able to defend nicely. Once he gets his walls up and can breathe a little bit, he will take the control of this unit again. He will take the control of the game. He will be chilling. But right now, it's really stressing.
Vinch, big economic problems again. He's got like 7 idols back at home right now as he's trying to micro this battle. Those villagers need to get to work. Oh, God, Vinchester. Vinchester.
Hearttt has
Vinchester.
6 idols. Hearttt has 6 idols. This is not something you see from really pro players a lot.
Yeah.
Look at the under the TC of Vinchester. There's 7 idols under his TC. Hearttt has 2 villas under his TC and 1 villager on the wall.
And
he's got 12 villagers on berries. This is crazy, man.
Vinchester, get your vills to work, bro. Stop being a nerd. It's actually
my
better for
God.
Vinch to lose his army, so he goes back home.
So
There we
much idle
go.
time. That is crazy. And he still has 300 more resource collected.
MBL, this is a good time to talk about it. A lot of people make fun of my micro, but listen, I lose my armies so I can focus on my economy, okay? You won't see that happen
How about
to
keeping your army and focusing on the economy? That's what micro really is about.
me. Yeah, but we can't all be that lucky, all right? So, I lose my army, so my eco looks great. That's all I'm saying.
That's all you're saying.
Yep, that's all I'm saying. So,
I hear you.
my thinking is, right, you got Hearttt, who's a really good player with matchups with scouts, skirms, archers, right? Standard units. When it comes to unique units, that's where I think Hearttt struggles a bit more, maybe mixing in monks and all that type of stuff. The more clowny approach, Hearttt struggles. So I wouldn't mind to see Vinchester trying to get to a couple wagons at some point. Is that too crazy?
You know what I think is better for Vinchester? Crossbows, mangonels with chemistry.
Ooh, okay.
That's the play. And then you just 3TC boom and then take control after.
Yeah,
I
mean,
think
the
that's
stone's
much
exposed.
nicer.
If the stone was safe, it makes it easier to justify the wagons.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
But wagons for what? Like, Lithuanians can go light heavy monks, and Hearttt is so good at defending that. I've seen them doing it in Mountain Dunes, for example.
Yep.
I think Hearttt might think that Vinchester wants to do this, but Hearttt, if he takes a loop around Vinchester base, he knows that Vinchester is not on stone.
Yeah.
So let's see what Vinchester does. He's making a stable. He's gonna go for crossbow and knights. I kind of like that, honestly. And he's up 7 seconds ahead of Hearttt, which is not a lot. But he's making the armor, and yeah, it's gonna put the pressure.
Yeah.
I don't like how few villagers Vinchester has on gold. He does have the
just
free
fixed it.
mining upgrade with this,
Yeah.
though. Yeah.
We just fixed it. Been the amount on golds.
Oh my god. This is intense. I'm gonna grab some water, T90.
Yeah,
So I'm
go
gonna
for
be
it, dude.
right back.
Go for it. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure viewers can even hear it in MBL's voice, right? Like, he's a competitor with these guys. He'll be in the main event, and you can even hear the energy, the stress of this moment right here. Vinch hops out. I don't think Hearttt was expecting there to be that many archers, and Vinchester kills 2 skirms. Those are going to be skirms that Heartt's going to want back. And Vinch just has to be careful, though. Like, if you now are out on the field when Lithuanians have extra skirms, you might end up regretting that. And the extra scout edition, this is something MBL will be very proud of. This is something that MBL does a lot, just to give you a little bit more space. And upgrades will come in from Vinch. Knight's going to come out from Vinch. And Heartt's going to go Elite Skirm. And probably Boom from here. But, yeah, I mean, I really like Heartt's position having speedy skirms when archers is the main threat. So Vinch is actually fallen back into his base. Maybe he saw the skirms there and knew what would happen. He's going to put the crossbows in his TC. Let's watch Heartt's perspective. This is going to be confusing for Hearttt. He's ready to go to war here. And he doesn't see anything. And he's checking, and it's still like extremely quiet right now. And he's not going to be able to see the crossbows either. That's kind of the funny thing about this. No university for Vinch. Is getting fervor, which will make his vills faster, and his monks. That's a nice little touch. And we'll drop the siege workshop. So I guess he's abandoned the idea of making knights. And is going to go for siege, which is what MBL suggested. I'll take this moment to say thanks to a couple people. Diablo, Coindicate, Schwindy, Lochster, Fear of the Dark Age. You must love Empire Wars. Fear of the Dark Age. Tomathon, Zumpy. What's up, everybody? Hello. Thanks for the support. Winner of this series moves on to Red Bull. Main event. Loser is home. And will be very disappointed to miss out. What's up, MB?
Alright, anything happened?
Well, Vinch moved out with his archers, killed 2 skirms. This was before Castle Age upgrades. And then he came home with his crossbows and hid them in his starting TC. And
Heal
Hearttt...
them up?
Yeah, Hearttt is like, where are his
are you?
crossbows right now? Yeah.
Okay. So I'm seeing 3 TC for both, and I like this from Winchester that he has the Mangonel coming out. You could also see that. Winchester might go for University, and he is doing that now to get the chemistry. And once he gets chemistry and the crossbow mass, this can get really dangerous for Hearttt, and he could lose the map control, and then Winchester pushes forward with a castle, for example.
Should Hearttt be adding his own siege here, do you think, once he sees that Winchester also has siege?
He could definitely add a siege shop himself. It's not bad, of course. But I believe that Winchester will always have the advantage with chemistry, and the crossbow with chemistry is actually super good to kill the other mangonels that Hearttt has.
Yeah, yeah. And also, I think Hearttt is, even without Lithuanian skirms, I think he's comfortable to just micro away from enemy siege. But now that he has the Lithuanian skirms, I think he's gonna believe in himself even more.
Is Winchester aiming for a fast imp?
He's tricky with this Civ, dude. He does some crazy stuff. It's like, I guess you're expecting the chemistry right now, if you're Hearttt.
Yeah.
But it does
feel like getting chemistry. I feel like imp is gonna be around the corner.
Well, he might click up and then get chemistry on the way, I guess.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, and then get Arbalest with Bracer.
Yeah.
Castle, and also a castle forward. Yeah, this is what he's doing. He's going for fast imp. Heartt's going for 4 TC boom. But he's getting handcard. He's getting great eco upgrades. But I think Winchester got Fervor.
He did get Fervor, yeah.
Yeah, that's great. For those who don't know, did you already explain?
Yes, you can explain it again.
No, you can explain.
Well, I didn't like break it down too much, but yeah, the monk upgrade Sanctity and Fervor also applies to Bohemian Vills, and
what is Fervor tonight?
It makes monks faster, and in this case, it makes the villagers faster.
Right. So it increases the movement speed of monks, but increases the villager speed as well with this Bohemian.
Yeah, yeah, really nice.
And Sanctity, what is that, T90?
Gives more monks more HP.
Yes, and in this case, it also gives the villagers more HP, which makes them harder to kill.
Ah.
So that's what Bohemians are really known for, kind of getting the monk techs to boost their villagers.
Okay, yeah, it's good. I think I also wanted to compare the movement speed. A handcart Vill is 0.97 speed, and then a Fervor Wheelbarrow Vill is 1.01 speed. So what is the difference there, MBL, between 0.97 speed and 1.01 speed? Do you know?
1.9 and 1.7.
Wait, what? Wait, what?
What did you say?
I didn't say that. It's all right. It's not a big deal. Other people in the class will understand.
I'm really curious as to why Winchester is choosing Pike as his go-to unit right now.
He's kind of like, Vinch is like, he can't commit to one single thing right now, can he? He's like, I'm gonna open crossbow. Never mind.
He's doing too much for a fast imp.
Yeah. But like,
but you have to do one thing.
But if he thinks that right now he can afford to get to his death comp and get to like Halb Hufnitze, he could just be trying to turtle in this little ball he's made for himself. And he might take his time. Like, I was thinking he's going to push fast, but he may actually be acting as though he's going to push fast, and he may just take his time.
I don't know. There's chemistry coming in. There's Halb coming. This is going to be Arbalest Halb in a really rapid pace. I don't know if Winchester even knows how hard that's going to be, but it looks like he's going for it.
3 relics for Hearttt, by the way. So that's really good. I also love how Heartt's going to use those monks to potentially convert siege.
Why are relics so good with Lithuanians?
Well, you get the extra attack on cap, but I think you shouldn't fall into the trap here, right? Like, so many people, so many Loey the Legends will be like, oh, 4 relics with Lithuanians, let's go Knights. And then you're up against Bohemian Halbs and you're in trouble, so...
yeah, why Bohemian Halbs? Why am I asking too many questions?
Because Bohemian Halbs do extra bonus damage. This is a very informative cast. It's okay.
Exactly. The thing is, T90, the thing is that you're talking like everyone knows what Bohemians Halb are good for. Like, you have to explain sometimes why it's good. Oh my god, as Hearttt is getting 2 conversions on the Mangonel here potentially. Getting the monks down. Getting so unlucky. Is he gonna get... Oh my god. I mean, Winchester got 4 monks killed there.
And why is losing monks bad, MBL?
Oh, because they cost 100 gold and it's expensive. Oh my god, the aim ground for Winchester. Did you see that? That was insane.
That was really good.
And now... And now we see that the Winchester's trying to push up forward with Siege Shop, coming forward with some food trucks, which are good at shooting some extra bullets at the skirmishers. They're super tanky. And Winchester sending everything forward, going straight into bomber cannons there as well, to maybe take down some buildings from Hearttt. Let's see how this goes.
I like how Heartt's viewing this right now. He's like, as long as I snipe those crossbows, I'm in a good spot. So he's tossed away a lot of skirms maybe, but the skirms don't cost gold for him. And he'll take out the mango, and he's just running right through the wagons. He does not seem to care.
Yeah,
he sees a pikeman, he'll snipe that as well. And this is just really smart. A lot of people would back away here and be scared.
Yeah.
But Hearttt has been really
doesn't care,
smart.
man. He just goes in, and they're so tanky, those skirmishers.
Yep.
Now he's getting the extra armor. Winchester's just having some wagons and a few monks, which and against a few monks, that's really terrible. Heartt's going for the extra range on the monks too, +3 range. This is just huge. Can also convert some bomber cannons with that. Now Winchester does not have eco to transition into anything.
No, he's stuck here. He's stuck here, and I think for Vinch, he needs big shots on the skirms with the bomber cannons. He's going to have 4 soon. Hearttt will obviously try and convert the bomber cannons too, but it felt like the opening was a little awkward from Vinch. I mean, the whole way through, we're like, what is he going to do?
Yeah.
And it seems like he didn't really commit hard enough to one particular thing.
It seems like it, and he's trying to push with some siege. Like, he has the bomber cannons and everything. He has 1,000 of each reshot. Oh, he's going for the hoof knees. Are you kidding me? Like, that's crazy.
It's
hoof knees, for those who don't know. Okay, I'm not gonna go there.
No, it's fair. No, this is a good example. This is a reason we should explain. The hoof knees is insane. It's a much stronger bombard cannon. I heard MBL say within the last week that I think you said something along the lines of, I don't understand why it's in the game or something, because it was just so strong.
Hoof knees don't really have to be in the game. Like, an upgraded bomber cannon is just so unnecessary because it's just way too broken. But of course, on a super open map, maybe there's potential to work around it.
Yeah.
If you're Hearttt, especially when Winchester only has hoof knees and nothing in the front. So what is he gonna do to kind of complement his army here tonight? What units will he make to support his hoof knees here?
Apparently, 3 pikemen.
Yeah, but what should he do?
Yeah, I mean, Halb hoof knees is probably the best combo, because the Halb protects from any cab that could dive in, and then the bomber cannons deal with everything else. A big thing to mention here, I've seen Vinch do this many times. He will not hesitate to use these Hoofnitsa against monks. So Heartt's got to hope for conversions, but monks actually go down pretty quickly as well. So Vinch is just waiting, dude. He's like, I know I don't have relics. I know that the resources are growing for Hearttt.
But is waiting good if you don't have relics? Like,
I think
if you don't have relics, you should be killing fast.
Because I think he can't kill fast right now. That's kind of the difference. If he could kill fast now,
spreading skirms around all over the place, and going for some great skirmish rates on the bottom and on the left side.
Yeah.
While also having presence of monks on the top.
Oh, that raid on the right is actually huge.
Yeah,
that's
Hearttt
really
is
good.
in full control. I haven't seen that raid on the right side even. Like,
yeah, and then he's got to send wagons over there, and they're so slow. Ugh.
Yeah, it's disgusting. Actually, now we saw it making panic castle on the bottom, but look how little map control there is for Vinch compared to Hearttt.
He's also about to lose
Lithuanians,
his Halb barracks right now.
Yeah, and Hearttt has such a sweet economy behind this. Like, he's refreshing some farms, he's making new lumber camps, he's spreading out his economy.
He's making Elite Latus. Elite Latus with 4 relics as well. He doesn't have a single attack upgrade, and he's got 16 plus 4 attack. This unit also ignores armor, by the way, so another crazy unit. Uh-oh.
Yep.
Attack round, though, from Vinch. Doesn't hit the monks.
Are so good.
Would it be wild
Winchester needs to cook something fast, but look, there's conversions on the hoofknees now.
Yep. True. He gets 1. He also gets some food trucks, as we say.
Yeah.
This is probably because of the distraction, right? Vinchester's had a lot to look at, a lot to deal with. But MBL...
I think he cancelled Halbs.
No, he lost the barracks. He thinks he has Halb on the way.
Barracks.
He lost the barracks.
Oh, God.
So he clicks the upgrade now.
Like, if you're Winchester here, you just feel so... like, helpless.
Yeah.
Hearttt has so much control.
I think there's a 20% chance Vinch wins this game. I know it looks bad, but I think
Nah, it's 5%.
Halb Hoofnitsa is ridiculous enough where he might have a chance.
But there's so few numbers. Eco looking terrible. Villagers running all over the place. No wood lines.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Yeah, you're right. He's going to run out of res here. Hearttt has done a great job to kind of... Like, Hearttt has had enough resistance in the middle, while also having enough raiding units on the side, and has balanced out his eco behind this perfectly.
Yeah. At the same time, I think Hearttt is taking a little bit too long pushing this. But giving Winchester a bit time to mess up his...
I think
like power
Hearttt needs to... This wall on the left, you need to get, like, a bomber cannon on that, and that way you have a threat to be able to run in all the time.
Oh, but he's stuck with the hoofknees, and the monks are coming in.
They're going to die. Watch this. Vinch is going to fire. Monks, don't die. I'm stupid. Monks are still following. Hearttt is to be careful, and nice job from Winchester to back away. But that's the threat. That's the threat right there.
Oof. That was so lucky from Vinch not to get converted. Hearttt now coming in with 4 trebuchets and a huge army. Winchester has to respond to this or else he's gonna lose his castle. And then Hearttt can overrun him afterwards. How is he gonna respond to these trebuchets? Sniping down 1 treb with his hoofknees. Going back with the halberdiers, sniping down a monk, repairing the castle with a lot of villagers. This is gonna be a crazy engagement. This could be the game right here, T90.
Yeah, and you know, the halbs are in front. There's not that many of them. The Laces have so much attack, so Hearttt seems happy to just take this fight just so he can take the castle out. Winchester crumbling. His halb meat shield is non-existent, and there's still 3 trebs from Hearttt. Vinch was forced to fight this MBL because Hearttt waited for the right amount of trebs, and he was patient this whole game, and he's gonna get the victory. Winchester's just completely dead now.
It looks like Vinch is trying to mess up a huge number of barracks, but he only has 5 barracks in total after getting those up, if they go up at all. He got 3 monks sniped down with his hoofknees, but the hoofknees are going down to those lighties who ignores armor. Clears down the army though. There's 2 monks alive. If those monks get sniped down, maybe Winchester can push this back in a miracle, but he gets a conversion on the hoofknees. 1 hoofknees going down on the right side. 2 hoofknees left for Winchester. He has a little bit of resources left to try to push this back, but it looks impossible. He's getting raided on the bottom side as well as he has to focus on the north side. Winchester 3,000 score behind, and Hearttt looking so strong, going in for the 3-1 and match point against Winchester. This is huge.
This is huge, man. He would need 1 win from 3 games, and who's to say with how good Hearttt is playing that he can't just get it in the very next game. He's looking really strong, really smooth. His hard work has paid off. Winchester, not like game 1 and number 2. He's like still, oh, maybe I could do it. I can't lose this game, and he calls it.
Oh my god.
At Hearttt.
3-1.
3-1 up, 1 win away from a trip to Spain, MBL.
Oh my god, let's go Hearttt, man. If he makes it, I'm gonna be so happy. We have to get him for an interview if he makes it. You'll be the first one in line, man. First one in line. But there is a little but here. I am a bit worried. You know why, T90?
Why?
Winchester has used his weakest civs all across the line except for the Huns. He still has 3 of his strongest civs left. He's got the Aztecs, he's got the Magyars, and he's got the Vietnamese, which are all really strong, and Hearttt has used all his power civs. Now Hearttt really has to step up here to make the last win, or else Winchester could get this one, because he needs 3 wins, but he has 3 civs that are on paper stronger, in my opinion, than what Mr. Hearttt has right now.
Hearttt playing as the Malay. I'm going to repeat myself because people on YouTube need to hear it. Basically, we had this exact same matchup for Vinch yesterday.
Wait,
go ahead.
You have to be quiet right now. Look at Winchester's base layout. This is the worst base layout you can ever get in Cliffbound. You have your whole front open. All of the houses spawns on the left side. The walling is going to be terrible because... And also, if you get attacked, your units have to walk a freaking marathon around those houses.
Yeah, you're right. Look at Heartt's
It's going to be really tough.
Heartt's got wood on the front that he can use to wall up and protect himself, and Winchester does not have that at all.
He doesn't have anything in the front. It's like Sahara Desert in the front. It's crazy.
Yeah.
But then again, on the good side, he has backstone, back gold. But Hearttt has that as well, on the side a little bit. But Hearttt can easily wall a little bit ahead of this and get a really good opening.
Well, when we talked about this matchup, we talked about that after a game where players did wall up really fast, right? That's a very Barles approach, which is what he did against Hearttt. Hearttt just got housed badly, by the way. That's worth pointing out.
He feels the pressure.
You know, Vinch is kind of making it work right now. From what I can see, he's gonna be attacked here on the front, but I think he should be able to actually get the walls down, and it might be a little bit of an issue for Hearttt, if anything, because Hearttt tends to delay his walls. and he hasn't.
Yeah, you know what's
done too
very
much.
common in this map though? When you wall?
Eagles?
Holes.
Holes, yeah, that's true.
If you see on the right side, there is a labyrinth of trees at Winchester Space.
Yep,
But
I
in
see
this
it.
labyrinth, there is a big hole. And if he never walls this up, there could be a surprising attack, which could end the game for Winchester and end his chances of going to Spain.
Well, you know, that could happen to Hearttt as well. And we'll be keeping our eyes peeled, especially if Hearttt walls using the woodlines, which he might end up doing with that map. But there is a hole on the right side for Vinch. Right now, the armies are just engaging towards the middle.
But if you played this 300 games on the ladder, you have to know.
You need to check.
You have to check, yeah. 100%.
I think right now he thinks, okay, I'm fully walled. And on each side, you grab a Vil, you click outside, and you see if there's a hole. There's actually a hole on the left. No, there's not a hole on the left.
No, he fixed it.
Yeah.
But look at this goal layout for Vinch. It's like in the front here. I should go capture H, by the way. What the heck?
Yeah, I mean, gold on the front is vulnerable, but he's got the gold in the back. He's mixing in eagles right now, which is normally what the Malay player, I think, would want. And if you see the heavy eagles, the Malay player will usually want to go to stone and get to Karambit warriors. But yesterday, we had Winchester say, okay, you go Karambits, I go to stone, and I go Jags. Which was sick, by the way. That was such a good game from Vinch.
But Hearttt is kind of prepared for Winchester's like kind of passive approach here, and he breaks in with the scouts, but he doesn't go in. And oh my god, that could have been a huge moment if he went in there, maybe blocked the market, went in with his skirms, but also it could be scary because Winchester has an army prepared.
Yeah. Yeah, I
think...
Oh
my god.
Hearttt has so many skirms right now, he's probably like, man, I want to get value from these because the eagles that Winchester's massing is starting to get pretty scary.
Oh, and Winchester opens the wall, but Hearttt has a lot of skirms, a lot of scouts in this army as well, and Hearttt is so good at controlling this. I played tons of games against Hearttt, and this is not something you want to engage against. If you're Winchester, are you crazy, Winchester? He just goes out here to lose all the army. Maybe just wants to breathe a little bit, so he can. I don't know. This is just insane. Winchester doing the craziest move.
Though they are Malay scouts, though, right? They are Malay scouts. If you don't get bloodlines, and then the eagle player gets armor and forging with some archers in the mix, I think it could still be quite good for the Mezzo player here.
He allows himself some breathing room on the gold, and if he loses the middle battle now, he can actually wall back, and he has the back gold. You see he's on the back gold, T90? He's actually chilling here, making a lot of eagles, and starts to push back the eagles, skirmishers from Hearttt. Hearttt kind of struggles. If he loses this fight, he's wide open on the left side, in the middle. Hearttt is in big trouble now. He can't engage with his scouts, because then he dies to the eagles. What will he do here? Let's see.
Well, he was patient. He was really patient. He was waiting with the scouts. He has enough skirms to clear up the archers. He has enough scouts to clear up the eagles. This is actually a pretty decent trade for Hearttt. I think the worry now is the next fight. The next fight's a problem because Heartt's not going to have a lot of army left.
Yeah, what's next is trouble because Winchester keeps massing up eagles. He only has 2 barracks though. If Winchester had 3 barracks, he probably could have taken a much better engagement in the middle.
Yeah.
He's now aiming to Castle Age, but Hearttt is on the way to Castle Age as well. And Hearttt, mining stone for his life, going for a huge stone pile here. And probably wants to drop a castle. Is he going to drop it defensively or offensively here, T90?
Well, it's hard, dude. I don't think I've seen Hearttt place an offensive castle in my life. Yeah, he's going to place it at home. He's going to play safe. He's going to take small advantages. And honestly, MBL, this is perfect for Hearttt. This is just perfect.
No, it's not. It's like a repeat. It's like a repeat of yesterday. Like, what's going to happen now is that Winchester is going to go for a double monastery, take the center control, and take relics. And then he's going to go for a stone mining and the castle drop and jaguars. And then he's going to go in.
I'm not convinced. I'm not convinced that Vinch has the information, actually. Vinch is not on stone.
But he's going to take it later.
Maybe. Yeah, that's true. I mean, I'm just saying, from what I'm seeing right now,
oh my God,
Hearttt's in Castle Age a lot faster. Oh my God.
He's going middle.
Oh, just like next to the gold, maybe?
Oh God, you're crazy, Hearttt. This is crazy.
Okay.
Winchester have 4 full eagles, but Heartt's going to make a knight, which is good. It's going for it. That castle is really good, actually, because it covers 2 relics. It doesn't allow Winchester to get the same relic advantage like he had yesterday. And it doesn't allow Winchester to move out in the center and take control there. So I actually like it.
Vinchester will know now that it will be Karambits. He probably expected it, but still now that he knows for certain, that's a good thing.
Yeah.
But, you know, the Karambit Warrior's cheap. The Karambit Warrior's fast. It's great against Eagles. It's honestly not bad against low numbers of archers either. So,
Yeah.
and it's only like 4 archers for Vinchester. So Vinchester might be feeling the pressure. He's down 3-1. He has to win every game from here. And Hearttt has brought the same high level he's brought the whole series here.
And Winchester's house.
Gate open! Gate open, stupid villager!
It's okay, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay, it's
Oh.
okay. It's got
Oh.
Eagles. It's got Eagles.
All right.
It's fine.
Sorry. You know, I just thought things could have got worse there, but... Knight gets through. Knight's going to be really annoying, though. Nice quick walls from Vinch. And now...
the double monitor now from Vinch.
The Knight can actually scout this, too.
And a TC on stone. He's going for the monks. He's going for the TC on stone to drop a cast later. That Knight's gonna be annoying for the rest of the day. Karambits are knocking on the door. And Karambits with his armor, his 3 armor upgrades on the Karambits, gonna do actually a lot of damage. Winchester's not reacting. Hearttt is pressuring like crazy now.
And no castle for Vinch. He does not have the potential for that. Hearttt chilling behind this. Hearttt could snag the relics himself. Hearttt, one win away, MBL. He's playing this,
relics.
He's playing this perfectly. Like, this is his moment right here.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Oh my god.
Well, Karambit Warriors, again, as we said, good against the Eagles, but since it's such a cheap unit, it's also a really nice unit to use against monks. You're not worried about losing Karambit Warrior, and he doesn't even lose one!
Yeah, it's so sloppy by Winchester to just run the monk into the normal skirms. This is crazy. He's actually losing a lot. Heartt's running in with the Karambits now. Winchester has to chase. Getting conversions though, but yeah, actually that's not too bad for Winchester. This is a crazy battle already. I think, what is the next move for both players here? What do you do?
Well, I don't think a fast imp is realistic right now, so I think you drop the 3rd TC if you're Hearttt and just Karambits and boom, right? And then adapt from there would be my suggestion. Winchester's gonna go crossbowman. I don't hate that.
I don't like that.
Okay.
I don't like that.
Okay. Well, what else would you suggest?
It costs too much. I would suggest to just keep doing what he's doing now, monk defense and mind stone. But okay, let's see what he's doing here with the crossbows. Moving out now. It's gonna take the monk on the left side potentially if he sees it.
Yeah, I mean,
okay.
If he can maybe crossbow for a limited time until he can get a castle, and then at that point you're like full. You got to rely on Jags if there's still going to be Karambits out. But dude, Heartt's got 3 relics, about to get the 4th. Probably could get the 5th here too.
Yeah, that's so comfortable for his economy. He can start adding siege. Can start spamming more Karambits. Karambits swarming a monk on the left side. Didn't get a single conversion. Heartt's about to lose 3 monks on the left side though. He's not paying attention.
Oof.
He's gonna go for the 3rd as well. Okay, went for 2 monks. But Winchester is gonna lose everything on the right side to these Karambits if he's not paying attention.
Oh man, he might convert a Karambit.
Doesn't matter, they're so
the
cheap.
Unit's so cheap, so it's just gonna be 100 gold down the drain if you lose your monks here. Feels like
Heartt's just gonna go for mango defense against the crossbow and just keep spamming Karambits. Hearttt is inside with a scout being annoying to Vinch. Winchester is chasing the scout with 4 villagers.
Dude, that's pretty epic. That Hearttt is doing that combined with everything else. You can still see the villagers chasing.
I think it's auto-exploring. Yeah. I think Winchester is like completely choking this right now.
Yeah. I mean, the moment is so intense. MBL, when I saw how close Winchester and MBL were, big shot there from Hearttt to qualifying, or not Winchester and MBL, Winchester and Yo, sorry, the qualifying being the ladder.
Yeah.
I was just thinking, it's not that unheard of for both the players that were the closest to getting top 4. It's not that unheard of. They don't make it through in the qualifier, but I didn't think both, you know?
They were the closest to make it on ladder and closest to make it in the last chance qualifiers.
Yep. So
oh my, I'm so happy for Hearttt though. He's doing this now. He's in the moment. He's got the eco set up. I'm stoked, man. This is it. Let's go Hearttt, man.
Yeah, let's see. A little wasteful maybe with the Karambits. You can afford to be, but he needs to just wait for his siege. Vinch trying to escape. Good micro from Vinch, honestly. He's gotten some nice value. This army should die, and yeah, it's gonna die now.
Yeah, the build count is kind of even, but eco upgrades looking good for Hearttt, except for no horse color though. Vinch is going for Imperial Age. He doesn't have a second building, so he needs to drop a castle or a university right now to go up.
Yep.
It's the second time Winchester wants to go imp, but it doesn't have the second building to go up. This is very, very, like, 1200 elo mistake.
MBL.
To not do it. What?
It's not 1200. 1200. It happens, bro. It happens.
Happens to Winchester.
Yeah. It hasn't been, but it is something, right, that you can't afford. Every single moment that you slip up at this level in this moment, the opponent's going to take advantage of. Especially with how good Heartt's been playing, it is expected that Heartt is going to be in position and ready. But you're right, it's looking pretty bad now. Vinch still doesn't have the building. Now he clicks up.
He had the building, but he never clicked up. And he's also building his castle on a cracked terrain. Heartt is ready with the trebuchets right away. The trebuchets is in the range of Winchester's castle and have protection from his own castle at the same time. Going for 2 castles in the middle. Heartt is going to cancel this game with a trebuchet push and kill everything that Vinch has with 2 traps and rest karambits. Winchester cannot make a castle. He has to go into Arbalest, but Arbalest is not going to do it against the mass karambits like Heartt is going to have soon, and Winchester has no economy to stop this. This is Heartt's time to shine.
This is it. This is his moment, dude. This is his moment. Forget about all the other civs. Forget about all the other games. Heartt can do it right here. Vinch is stonewalling behind, so the Karambits can't get in. He has to, because if this army gets in, it makes it even worse. But double castle Treb production. Vinch is still 90 seconds from going up. Vinch isn't going to have a castle to make Trebs out of, MBL.
Yeah.
He's going to be dead.
And he can't do Jaguars to stop it. He has to go for Arbalest, and Arbalest is so easy for Heartt to stop right now. He can do anything he wants. He has 5 relics as well. 4 relics, actually.
Oh, man. Poor Vinchester.
And Winchester, what is he doing on the right side? He's completely lost with the villagers. I don't know what he's doing.
I think he wanted a castle there, so he could go 2 castles with Trebs, but he's realizing now that that won't work.
2000 scored it now. Winchester is completely choking this right now. He can't do anything. 40 seconds to imp. He's gonna lose his castle. Heartt is merciless. He's trapping Winchester like there's no tomorrow. The castle on cracked terrain, taking extra damage. This is just crazy.
Yeah, castle's gonna be down. I don't know what Vinch can do from here, MBL. I don't know if there's any options. It's like anything he could have done, it's something in the past at this point. But as far as from this position, with how good Heartt is playing, it feels like Heartt is not going to let him slip. Heartt is raiding in the back. Heartt takes out the castle. There's no castle for Vinch. He's going to lose his TCs soon. He is going to try Arbalest.
Winchester is badly housed. Losing the castle loses also 20 pop that he has. And that's also very classic. When you lose the castle, you are going to get pop. And there's a Mangonel raiding Winchester in Heartt space. Winchester losing a lot of villagers to this Mangonel, trying to bash it down. Back castle for Winchester now. He's trying everything. He knows that his life is on stake here. He knows that if he loses this game, there's no going to Red Bull. But he's 1200 score behind. He's down all the relics. He's getting his whole base trapped down. There is no coming back. If you're Winchester here, he's trying to push out with some crossbow. But Heartt has an insane amount of karambits ready. He's also got the protection of Trebs, monks, another castle. Heartt could have gone more forward with this castle if you ask me. But Vinch's
golden cup, the only gold he's going to be able to take soon is the gold on the front here, by the way. It's not like he has a lot of gold to work with. So he can't afford Arbalest right now. Meanwhile, Heartt's getting elite Karambit warrior. Elite Karambits would definitely be enough out with 3 castle production to kill that.
They produce so fast, they're so cheap, he doesn't need more eco. He has a lot of relics, he has a lot of map control. Every single gold pile he has outpost on. Heartt has this game, man.
And I think we'll see one final fight, maybe. Heartt doesn't have to take any fights he think is even questionable at this point. He's in a better position. But I think those Karambits, they found an opportunity to get around the crossbows. Yep, he's going to loop around. He's going to patrol in. And this has to be the final fight. Vinch does not have much after this.
I'm so happy, man. Heartt is making it. Let's go, GG. Heartt is going to Red Bull. This is amazing. We have all the old AM members going to Spain, and I'm so happy for Heartt, man. I'm super stoked.
Yeah, congratulations to Heartt, dude. I mean, he played so good. And all right, MBL wants to get him in. I guess there could be a raise to try and get Heartt into voice channel here. I don't know what to say. Woo! Congrats. Love an interview with me, MBL, if you can. I'll just say that. If you want to bother him more than that, MBL, go ahead. But
Yeah, I already wrote to him in caps lock. I'm adding him to this call.
I just got kicked. He just joined Hearttt in a call, I think. I just got kicked. Can you invite me to interview, please? Oh my god, what a moment. Red Bull gifting subs. What's up, Red Bull? Can't wait to be there. Thank you. Salutes in chat for Red Bull. They were watching. I mean, dude, I have so many things to say about this series. So much to get into. Hearttt might need a moment. Okay, so we have a call. I assume Hearttt is like...
Yeah, he's probably jumping at Hearttt!
Hearttt!
Hello?
Let's go!
Many people want intro. Can I just gather you guys up like sheep and do all at once?
First.
No. I make a invite man. Get Memp in here.
Who?
Memp?
Memp?
Yeah,
Oh, let's do everyone. Okay. I'm down. Memp.
Daniela, invite Memp and Daniela.
What, Daniela? I don't think I have her as friend.
Hey, I can.
Adding Memp.
Okay. They're all asking. I want to be an ass and say no to. Somebody,
it's all good. It's all good. I get it.
I'm sorry. I'm invading your streams, but
yeah, it's all good. Congrats, Hearttt, man. That was insane. Hearttt, are you happy?
No, I'm so sad, MB. I'm so sad.
Did you jump? Did you scream? Did you jump up and down? What did you do when you won?
I screamed, of course.
Did you go like you always do? How did you react? Hello?
No way I do that. What do you mean? I don't.
You always do that on stream when you win, man. I'm so happy, man. Finally you win.
I don't do that. I didn't do that.
Okay.
Hey guys.
Hello, everybody. So we have, obviously, this has all happened very last minute. Everyone wants to talk to Hearttt, so maybe we just take turns. Hearttt, I mean, MBR already asked how you celebrated, I guess. How are you feeling? Obviously, the build-up with the qualifier, the top 4 ladder system was brutal. I saw you tweet about how you wanted to potentially throw a monitor out a window at one point. But, you made it through that. Obviously, trained all this week. Are going to be going to Spain with all your friends and a big event. Just talk me through your thoughts.
I don't know. It's been such a roller coaster of events. Like the qualifier on the ladder, damn, that was rough. Like demoralizing at some point. One day I just wanted to give up. Then honestly, Larry and Hera kept me going. Kept going, failed anyway, but I tried. I think after.
What do you mean Larry and Hera? I also tried to keep you going. What do you mean Larry Hera?
No, you weren't even around the picture back then, bro.
What?
Okay, maybe a bit of MB2.
Okay.
No credit.
It was a roller coaster of emotions, and I didn't make it through that, but it helped me improve my level, and I think it carried on to this qualifier, especially in this last set. I must admit I wasn't playing my best in the last few sets, but I think in this one I actually did everything I needed to do, so I'm really happy about that.
Congrats, man.
Imagine how happy is MBL that you qualified. That I think is the first time ever that he made a group on Discord.
I know, man.
It's insane, man. I'm actually so stoked.
I was shocked. I was really shocked. I was about to ask also that I felt that you
Mem's
played really
mic is
smooth.
interesting.
It doesn't look like you were playing a decider, man. Everything went well because even the hands, in a mirror game, anything can happen, right?
Yeah. Honestly, the set just started off so well for me, and I think it gave me confidence going forward. I got a hole. He had a hole in the first game. So, and then I just even through the hole, I played well to abuse it. I think got the best out of it, and that just got me rolling. And after that, honestly, I think my practice was so good because I feel at least 3 games in this set, maybe even 4. I don't remember the 4th, but at least 3 games went exactly the way I wanted, and so it just went perfect. I think honestly, I don't say this often about myself. In fact, almost never. But I think I actually played quite well today. And yeah, I'm so happy everything worked out. I can't really believe it yet.
That was sick, man. And I also want to question you, how were your nerves through this set? We saw a lot of idle villager time, a lot of microing. Winchester had 7 idols, and you had 7 idols on karsts in the beginning. It was so hectic. How did you feel throughout the set?
Yeah. I mean, the stakes are high, right? So,
Right.
and also it's Empire War, so it's really hard to keep everything tight and smooth, I think. But yeah, like that I think just happens. I don't think that those were nerfs. I was just like, honestly, I feel like every time I play Empire Wars, I'm just behind in resources collected because I just have like idle builds or something. But yeah, I feel like that's more a misplay mistake or like a gameplay mistake by me that I actually make quite often. I need to work on rather than nerfs. The first game, obviously, I was a bit nervous, but after just playing it through, I was feeling more comfortable as the set went on.
First time in Spain, Hearttt?
Yeah, it's gonna be my first time.
Oh,
Not
okay.
the
You're
last
not gonna
one.
want to go back, You're gonna stay here. Sorry, Daniela. Go on.
It's okay. I said not the last one, hopefully. Hey, guys.
Oh,
Congrats, Hearttt.
cool. Thank you.
A hell of a ride to cast this set. I just want to ask you really quick about the Hans matchup because you did declare on your stream previously that you are very confident playing mirror matches since there are a few players that can out execute you. Let's put it like this.
Or as he said, something like that. Or
Yeah.
The hell,
I
you
don't
make me sound so cocky.
No.
What the hell?
I was gonna say that I don't think MBL was mentioned in those many names of players that can out execute you.
Of course not. Of course not. Maybe I would never be mentioned there.
But
I mean, the
did you
Hans
build
well,
the case? Yeah.
the Hans game, I think he just played well. I could have done some things better back at home. I was up too late. I think he just pulled ahead in economy. At least that's what it felt like. He had more CA. I felt like he was pulling ahead in eco. I had a score lead during early castlage, but I did feel like I was thinking that I was falling behind. So yeah, I think it's just it's a mirror matchup. Yeah, he's obviously a really good player, and he just beat me there.
Hearttt, how? I mean, I guess it might be a little bit early, but like, my impression with only 8 people going to this main event, right? Obviously, there's going to be favorites and whatnot, but when you narrow it down to 8, everyone's just elite, right? And there's no question on it at that point. So, is this a confidence booster for you going to the LAN? Like, I know at NAC, it was the first LAN in a while for you, I guess, compared to some of the other players. So, how do you feel? Obviously, you're not there yet, but how do you feel like, you're going to be showing up there? How do you feel you're going to fit in with the rest of the group in terms of like competition? Because this was a ride, dude. You had to go through so many games. Everybody did. And so many good players.
I mean, I guess my bracket was like, obviously every player is amazing, but
sure,
I think my bracket changed a little bit because there was a last minute thing, and I think I had to play Doubt before. And like I would have had to play Doubt where I played Classic Pro. So obviously, like Doubt's probably definitely considered to be better than Classic Pro. So my bracket got a bit easier.
Okay.
Because of that, but I still had that challenge, right, against Winchester in the final. So yeah, I don't know.
It's well deserved, regardless. Like, even though you didn't fight out, like you fight Winchester, who was also very close on the ladder. So I think it's not undeserved, and you also completely dominated him. So it's okay.
Well, Hearttt,
Make it sound that way.
Well, for the answer, MBL.
yeah. MBL answered for me. What the hell?
Thanks for the answer.
So Hearttt, obviously, like, you go back a ways than maybe many viewers even know. I remember, I think a semifinal performance. I think you made it to the semifinals. Might have been KOTD1 or some tournament back in like 2017 or 2018, right? And then you took a break.
Yeah.
You come back. And I felt like it's always been like trying to get your feet settled a little bit. Like the skills there, maybe the motivation's there, but the tournaments are tough, mixed maps, whatever. So I feel, it's not a question, this is a statement. I feel 2024, your feet are like kind of settled where you're at in our scene right now. And I'm super pumped that you could, with all the pressure and everything with it, stick with it and show what you're made of, dude. So congratulations. I'm really happy for you. Excited to see you in Spain, and hopefully it'll be a good performance for you there as well.
Thank you. Yeah, it's like I came back to the game at the beginning of last year, and ever since then my goal was always to make it into the main event, right? And then aim higher.
Yeah.
But especially making it into NEC main event and now Red Bull main event, those are like it's like a step forward, right? Like it's even more than just making into a bigger event, main event, right?
Yep.
So these are very special to me. They mean a lot, and I'm so pumped to be in Spain, man.
Awesome. Well, anybody else? Any other
Well,
questions,
I think
crew?
I think no one else could put it in a better words than you did, Tristan. I think you're right. I feel like Heartt's position is only going to get stronger and stronger in the competitive scene. I don't know. I'm very excited to see the main event and how the Wii Sports team is going to do. And yeah, congrats, Heartt, once again.
Thank you, guys. I'm sorry I had to like hoard you guys here, like you were G, but you guys were the MMA. I just didn't want to leave anyone out.
We're like wolves, dude. You win, and everyone's like, "Talk to me," you know.
Exactly. No, me
I know,
first,
I
me
know.
first.
Yeah, no, it's all good. I mean, I appreciate it, right? Sometimes there's a lot of waiting in line and all that, so that was pretty cool of you in the moment to think of that. But yeah, dude, I'll head off from here. Congratulations again. See you in Spain and everything, and thanks everybody for joining up. It was an exciting day.
Thank you, guys. I appreciate it.
GG's,
Hope you guys said nice things about me in the cast.
Good job, Hearttt. That was hype.
Hearttt. By the way,
Oh,
MBL was nervous, like shaking while casting, like just shaking. Like
he's always nervous. He's always nervous.
But it was like
he gets more nervous than the person playing. I swear.
Yeah, that's what it felt like. I just wanted to. That's how much he cared for you today. So I just figured
funny.
I'd bring that up. So, all right, see you
That
guys.
was really, really nice. Yeah.
Okay, see ya.
True friend.
Memb apologized, by the way. He says, my microphone is on webcam in this PC. I'm sorry. So, sorry. It's okay, Memb. I think he figured it out after a while.